Welcome to our next episode with the CBCC Voice Business Unbox. We have the amazing Nerva.
Hello, good morning.
Wally.
From Katalyst Construction, and he would love to acknowledge Factory Sound for their amazing equipment.
Yes, we love the
and
equipment.
backing us for this podcast.
Yes.
So for any professional equipment, reach out to Factory Sound, please.
Yes.
Okay, welcome, Nerva.
Thank you. My name is Nerva, and I'm the founder and director of Katalyst Constructions. I'm Lebanese background. I came to Australia when I was 22 as a draftsperson. So I studied drafting in Lebanon, and I started my career there. And then I came to Australia with the family, and gradually I started to improve myself with doing more courses and studying a bit more in architecture. During that time, obviously, I did have my children, so I was focused more on my raising my kids, and at the same time just building my career slowly. And at a certain time where I changed a lot of I stayed in my domain, but I've always done a little bit more than just architecture. So I've done a bit structural steel drafting, that was something out of my field, but I enjoyed it, and I created a bit of a career out of it. So after that, I went back to improve more of my study in architecture. So I've done further study, and I graduated age of 40.
Is that part of sort of adding strengths and capabilities to what you sort of
yes, it's
to your operation?
Knowledge as well. So I believe knowledge is where you exceed in business. When I started doing this, the requirements is different from now. So there was no need to be registered at BDAA, which is Building Drafting, Australian Design Institute of Australia. So at the time, anyone can design and apply to councils. There was no regulation like now. But I refused to just do things without me building myself from ground and knowing what's the proper regulation. When I take a job on for my clients, I wanted to feel like I know what I'm doing before the clients put their trust in me. So I needed to build that trust for myself. And based on that, I started to take further courses and study. And while I was studying, there was a course got introduced to TAFE where you can do vocational care, I think it's called. So like equivalent to studying at uni, but you do it at TAFE. That was one of the first courses that was introduced for my course at TAFE at the time. And all my teachers said, like, you should take it on. It's really good, because they saw how passionate I am about my study and about my work. So I took it on, and I did very well as well. So I got outstanding achievements in that course as well.
So here we are, Katalyst Construction today. Is that
Katalyst Construction started the desire for me, because I love the design and architecture. And based on that, I started in this industry. And then I took on furthermore where I started building. So I built my first project, and I started to feel this lack of empathy and inclusivity in the industry. So I decided to become a builder at that time, and went back and did more study. It wasn't an easy journey. I struggled a little bit to also get my builder license. So it failed 3 times to get it. But at the end, I said, I'm still determined to keep applying and get my builder license. So I did that before Corona.
What kept you going? Because I know failure really scares people.
Yeah.
And that sort of doesn't even allow people to start. So what kept you going?
What kept me going, I always reflect on myself, what I have achieved. And I look at myself, I say, if I got that far, that means I can keep going to go further. So never felt that I should stop because I failed. I got there, and I feel I'm already there. There's nothing to lose by keep on trying.
Stop believing in yourself.
Yes, so especially for me to become a builder, it became like a big challenge, because I know it's not easy to to achieve that challenge. And the more I was going into it, I realized how hard it was to actually maintain it and get into it, especially this, as we know, male-dominated area. And you'll find some people wanted to lift you, to help you out, and some people wanted to press you and keep you down. So I was struggling with two kind of different people. So I use that as a strength as well. So I surrounded myself with people that who willing to help, willing to see who I am as an actual builder in the industry and an architect, not just a woman that are trying to hustle and find a way of getting successful in her work. So yeah, that's what led me to keep going.
I managed to describe Katalyst Construction in the following sentence. So I'd love you to sort of correct me here. Katalyst Construction is a dynamic and innovative construction company known for delivering high-quality residential and commercial projects with a strong focus on craftsmanship, integrity, and client satisfaction. Is that a fair description?
It is, especially when my passion about it, because we do custom homes, and this is where my main strength and focus. And because we deal with homeowners I do with developers and also investors, but custom homes, usually it's more for homeowners. And I know the passion about building your own home and building something for your family, because I've been through it myself. So I feel like this is something I wanted to deliver for other people as well, especially our industry lacked the good quality craftsmen as well. So I feel I take it on as a responsibility that we should spread the awareness of good quality work, because people are aware of the
dodgy.
And also aware of the good stuff in the market. You know what I mean? So because our industry does have a lot of, sadly to say, a lot of dodgy people
that cut corners.
Yeah, cut corners. They want to just make money out of the client, but they don't want to deliver the actual product. And I take that as a responsibility because
some people's livelihood.
Like 100%. And also when I was building my own project, it was my first duplex, I get the tradies coming in and asking, so which side are you living in? So they want me to focus on what I'm living in to make it good. But the other side doesn't matter. You're only selling this. And that really got me really deep, because
automatically ask that.
100%. And then I looked at it, it's just like, this is not fair for the client, like for any person, for the consumers. We all work so hard for our money.
You expect quality. You deserve to receive quality in return for your investment.
100%. And even if a family home, do you want it to come to your house and have the feeling that you'll have less headache in your house. You don't want to have less quality than next door neighbor or someone has ripped you off with your money, showing you something really good, and then you're paying for not what you're getting your money worth.
That is, look, I know we've talked briefly about, your start of the journey, but there was still, I'd love to elaborate more on the key point question here. What motivated you to start Katalyst Construction?
Okay, Katalyst Construction was born to become a developing company. So I wanted, because of this whole scenario, I wanted to start building and sell for people. I wanted to have this good quality. When people know Katalyst Construction built this house, people would come to buy it because they know everything they want is in there. That got delayed due to circumstances, personal issues, but we are in the process of doing that now. So the whole idea of Katalyst Construction is, because we're architects and builders, so we do both A to Z, and I wanted to take care of that quality work for clients, from designing to building, finishing off building for people.
So one-stop shop, basically.
One-stop shop. And also, like, we're not restricted. We do, if clients want design only, we do that. Want project management, also we do that. So, but the whole idea is to build good quality homes. And that's why it's Katalyst. So Katalyst will combine everything.
That's amazing. That's a good point of difference.
Yeah.
From construction industry, we talked about it, is a traditionally male-dominated area.
Yes.
As a female leader, what challenges have you faced and how have you turned those into opportunities for change and growth?
Sure. Most of the time when people see me, like, they don't know who's a builder or who's a project manager. In architectural field, it's fine. There's a lot of ladies, but when it comes to project management and builder on site, when I used to go in and people think I'm the assistant or the daughter of the creator of the company or the wife or the sister. So never assumed that I was the actual owner of the builder or the owner or the creator of the company. So I always get questions like, so who started this, your father or your husband or your brother? So it has to be a male has started this in
That's the
family.
old perception. That's the old perception.
100%. So it's a stereotype where they look at you just like, okay, who started this? And I have to prove myself technically and as a leader as well. So we elevate our communication and our craftsmanship, and also surrounding myself with community that who understand it, who gets who I am, and also willing to support women in the construction industry. It's not easy. It's very difficult.
Challenging.
We're still, yes, challenging sometimes, sadly to say, it's not just by males, also by females.
Yeah.
A lot of females also not very supportive. So the challenge is always there, which is, I'm assuming, any other industry. And say it's a male-dominated industry, but really, if you really think deeper of the construction, you'll find a lot of women behind it, managing the offices and controlling the financials and everything. So just for them to see a woman on site, this is where the challenges is. But as a management factor, a lot of women, they've been doing it for years. And I think that's why men been successful at doing it.
Yeah.
Carl?
Being in the male, I know we keep focusing on it because it's very hard. Well, it's very... I don't know any other female construction. My brother's a builder, so he did. Yeah. So what was the challenges? Was there a moment you almost wanted to give up because of your situation, and how did you overcome it?
Well, Nerva doesn't give up. That's
I don't easily give up. I just find,
Determined.
Determined, yeah, and stubborn.
Yeah.
okay.
In a good way, way. I'm always open for conversations, but obviously it has to come back to me. One work colleague once, she said to me, she was really offended by my stubbornness, and she sent me a quote. She's like, "I'm not bossy, I just got better ideas."
Yeah.
So yeah, I assume I got better ideas. So yeah, going back to your questions, I don't give up. I just find an alternative way of how to deal with it. I'll talk to people who knows more than I do. So I consult with like mentors, my friends, people in the industry, even people out of my industry, but they're business leaders also that can help me out to go back to ground and just think of another way to go back up again. Because I believe when you go down, there's no other way.
Yeah,
going up. Yeah.
Are you a good listener?
Yes, I'm a good listener.
No, it's important because
I feel like I'm in trouble.
No. But it's important. I know you're a business owner. The final decision rests with you. But it's important from any leader perspective to say to test the water and to ask that question. Are you a good listener?
Of course.
Obviously, because that's part of the consultation. That's part of the growth. That's part of learning.
Yes.
Doesn't matter how good you are. Doesn't matter how perfect you are. Doesn't matter how much experience you have. We're always in the business of learning, and it's important to sort of ask that question. Some people take it with a sense of humility. Some people sort of say, "Oh no," No,
I am a good listener. I listen. I'm actually a very good listener as well, but I can't. It depends also in what circumstances. So if I'm talking to you about a new step that I want to do in my business, which is now there's something new happening as well. And I've been talking to a few people in the industry, out of the industry, and everyone's got different opinion about it. So I listen. And then I go ask someone that knows more about these things, more than me, more probably the other person. And I gather all this information and I put it in perspective where it could work better for my company. But it doesn't mean always what people say to me, that means that has to resonate with what I do. But I do listen and I take it on board and I investigate into it.
You probably put it in a funnel, and then at the end of it, you just get
Because I like this is the reason why I like to share with people. I talk a lot. I share a lot with certain people who understand, obviously, and I'm not like keep it to myself kind of person. I like to talk my ideas. Like, you know, how much we
brainstorm ideas.
Yeah. And that's why I like to see the excitement of what you think of my idea and then take it on to the next step. And sometimes maybe it doesn't go anywhere, but just that interaction.
Yes. That's part of the brainstorming kind of thing. Yeah. Katalyst Construction, emphasis, excellence and innovation. Can you share a project or initiative that truly reflects your company's mission and values?
Sure. I've got a few, but there's one that has stayed with me, and it's a duplex that I've designed and also I project managed this one. And the freedom that I got from my client for designing and execution, it made the project outstanding project. And that's project I've actually won an award for 2024. And it reflects on freedom of doing your work properly. Sometimes people, how they allow you to exceed and showcase your capability of what you can do. And for that reason, this one stayed with me. It's actually, even in the area where it was built, it's outstanding design and execution in every aspect. So it was something really good and stayed with me. Mostly that one, yes.
Karma, do you have anything to elaborate?
Keep going with the conversation and a question will pop up.
What are some of the most significant changes you've seen in Sydney's construction landscape and how it's Katalyst adapting to meet the needs of the modern market?
Sure. Now you see the industry is shifting and people are more aware of the sustainability and the smart technology that's been involved in the new designs and houses, and everyone wants to collaborate and input that into their houses. So for us, we try to be also on the same page and deliver to our clients and showcase what they want and listen to them. Going back to listening, so listening to them and work with their budget as well, because not everyone can afford to build up to high standard, which is we focus on high standard, but also with affordability, what people can afford. And a lot of times that this is go back to my own experience with building my own project and how I struggled when I first did my own house duplex. And so when I get clients now and they're just like, and I'll start telling them, you should do this in your house, you know, that would look good. And also I wanted to show off how I I want people to say, oh my God, this is nice, who built it for you, you know? Yeah. But some people's like, I can't afford to do this. Like, yeah, don't worry, I'll do this for you. Yeah. And just like, you know, it doesn't matter if it didn't make so much money. Yeah. It's just, I want people to be happy and I want them to because it's for people building houses, they want to stay in it. Different than just people, the mentality of just I'm building this to sell it. You can tell people are just in it. So you just So this is when we're working with homeowners. It's very personal, very emotional. People it's not only the financial part of things. It's a balance act. It's balance act. It's the way people, like in our industry, sadly to say, it's known for people that get divorced when they build.
So when I bought a house, I go, it's either divorce or you buy a house.
You don't want to test the relationship.
We just did the flooring a couple of months ago that tested us. It was only 3 days.
Question to the pathway to careers and or business. Yeah. How do you strike the balance?
Okay, so I'll start with this because I think your family are much younger now than my family.
12 and 14.
Yeah, so when I started, my kids were very young, and I chose, when my kids were very young at age, I didn't want to take that away from them. I wanted to be the mother for my kids. So I always believe you'll spend how much you make. It doesn't matter if you make 1,000, you'll spend it. If you make 100,000, you'll still spend it. But when you have children, this is something you will not get back again. The memories that you build with them. So I chose to balance between my kids. I did work when my kids were little, but I chose to work within their school time hours. So I'll drop them off, I'll pick them up. They know there's no one else there other than me. Like, I'm the one who's responsible for them. And it's not only about them, it's about myself, because this is something that gave me joy. And so doing that and then juggling between kids, family, house, you know, as a woman, that we do take on a lot, especially in our culture, that woman is responsible for more than should and more than other cultures expect from their women. And we deliver, and that's something we're raised and growing to know that's what we're supposed to do. You know?
Karma?
So for me as well, so I've been in business 18 years. So I started when I was 20 years old, before I had my children. My husband was smart enough to think ahead and said, because I was working, I was a personal assistant to other corporations, and so that's why I decided to start a business, which was my photography business, in order to be able to work from home when we did have children. I started off doing like corporate and all that, but I was all over Sydney, so the only way I could work from home was to pivot my business and become a newborn family photographer, so I could do it from home. So that, again, I was able to work from home, edit, do everything, and still be the mother, the wife, you know, and still trying to find time for myself. Still a big struggle. Now they're a little bit older, they're both in high school. I've got that flexibility to leave home and expand my wings. But the main thing is communication and patience. Now, I'm first generation Australian, Lebanese background, so communication was never a strong point. So that was also a big challenge to learn over the years. So instead of like being angry or anything, I'll say to my girls, I'm a bit stressed at the moment, please give me 5 minutes. So that was the only way I could balance my home and work life, and just realign my priorities and say, I don't need to do this right now, I need to focus on my family. So we'd always go on family holidays, and we always made sure that that was our core. Because, you know, God willing, we still have more years in us, so we can do this later. So my purpose changed over the years, and I had to keep realigning my purpose with what I'm doing. So now it's still my daughters, my husband is still number one, but I've got that flexibility now to do podcasts.
Why not?
And just expand my wings.
How do you find the podcast?
Amazing. Good challenge, a fun challenge, and I love seeing Wally's face when I do something magical in his eyes. So it's something fun for me, something still creative. I need a creative outlet. I need something. If I don't,
it's a challenge.
Yeah, if I don't bother Wally, I'll bother my husband. So I'm like, go to Wally.
Nerva, if your business must have a digital presence. It's important in today's market to be present online. Is Katalyst heavily present online?
Actually, I'm guilty in that aspect.
It's good to be honest.
Yeah. I am active online, but some people question my activity online.
Wally is not.
No, it doesn't actually. It's good.
I'd love to encourage
Wally, he likes the activity online because it resonate with him. But some people say, like, what do you actually do? A lot of people ask, what do you actually do? Because
we should do a content. You're just walking in your outfit. This is what I do.
I should do what people think that I do, what I actually do. Because my content on social media, it's more about my social interactions. So it's not a lot about my actual work. So
people love to see it. Because I know, as a photographer, I was always doing behind the scenes, and it felt like I brought them into my world, and I'm a bit more comfortable coming in, because I know how daunting it can be having a camera to your face. I still struggle with it myself. Like if I was by myself, I'd struggle with it. So that's why it's so important. I think people meet you before they officially meet you.
So I think it's important, while we're on the subject, to be able to go on site hopefully one day and capture Nerva behind the scene. Physically with the boots, safety boots, and the gear and the hard helmet. And I think that will be one of our call to action.
We will do that very soon, hopefully. And then people, and people don't have to ask anymore, what do you actually do?
We've got one more question to ask. So what advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs, especially women, looking to lead in industries where they are underrepresented?
Okay, one thing I'll say, don't wait until you're ready. Put yourself out there, and things will work out for you as long as you have the vision of what you want. Surround yourself with people like-minded that can lift you. Don't listen to negative comment, because that could drag you down as well, and that could doubt what you want to do. So just focus, and if you don't find a seat on the table, create your own. It's never and yeah.
I love that.
And just push forward. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Just never stop.
Just stop, because
keep
it's
going.
hard.
Yes.
I've gone on a long roller coaster journey with my business. Always self-doubting myself. You know, even just like giving permission just to sit and do nothing was hard.
Of course.
Very hard.
Yeah.
So I always try not to let fear be the reason why.
And guilt.
And guilt.
Don't let guilt control.
But surrounding yourself with like-minded people is very crucial.
It's so important.
Can I say something? Maybe this is not something you want to ask me, but I would like to add something about the chamber, if that's okay. When I got approached by a person that he said to me, why are you not with the chamber? I've got no idea what the chamber was, and I've never heard of the chamber. And I said, who's the chamber? I said, Wally Mahana.
Who's the chamber? I'm always trying to run away from him.
Who's Wally Mahana? I said, you don't know Wally Mahana? It's like, I felt like I'm out of place. Like, can you send me his name? Because that guy was supposed to send me an email. I said, can you send me his name and email? Because I forget names. So he sent me the name, and I searched Wally on LinkedIn. I reached out, and Wally was very responsive straight away, and he said, come in, and they had business after 5 event on that day, that time, not the day. So anyway, so I went there, and I was out of my comfort zone. I was so confused, like, what am I supposed to do here today? It's like today.
You just say yes to Wally blindly, and then you're just in front of a camera.
Wally, you're coming on Monday, we're going to podcast.
Doesn't ask. He just sends me calendar invites, so I'm like, okay.
Yeah, so
I'll say it.
after engaging with the chamber, I find like a lot of people, they were very welcoming, and I actually grew out of my comfort zone, and that add to myself as a person to reflect on my business. So being surrounded by people that know what it is to grow from ground up and support you when you need them, and be there sharing the success and celebrate your success as well. It makes you feel really always you're not alone. And if you're starting your business or doing something, going back to surrounding yourself with good people, good network, and people who gets it, people who understand what it is to build yourself up and be there for you, to support you for the right reasons. So this is where you need to be very careful who you surround yourself with.
Oh, it's so important.
Well, thank you, Nerva. I mean, that was fabricated. That was genuine testimonials. So thank you for that. Look, it's important. It's important once again to be surrounded by like-minded people. Chamber of Commerce is a platform that embraces people and help create that culture where we support each other and we work as a team. Karma, as a final word for our session.
If you have an idea, pitch it to someone who actually will listen, whether it happens or not. So while you said, I feel like doing a podcast, yes, we did it.
So believe in yourself, don't give up, and yes, you are a leader.
Yes, you are.
Thank you, and until next time.
Thank you.
Reach out if you need any help from anybody. Don't ever feel you're isolated by yourself. There's always people there to help you. So we're here to help as well. If anyone needs any help in our work and any advice,
mentorship,
just reach out, and we're here to help you. And thank you so much for listening to me today. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yes.
We did. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Keep
you so
smiling.
much. Keep smiling, yes. Bye.